Alright, let's cut straight to the chase. Why do we care so much about the end of a show that's basically a prequel to a prequel? Raising Kanan just wrapped up, and honestly, I've been thinking about this finale non-stop. Not just because of the shock value, though Rack's death was brutal, but because this ending feels like a masterclass in how to tie a character's fate into the inevitability of their legacy. Let me break it down for you, and trust me, this isn't just about street drama. There's a deeper pattern here that'll make you rethink every choice Kanan ever made, /n/Nake. So first off, Marvin's dead. And if you thought his death was the biggest twist, you weren't paying attention. The real story here is how every character is trapped in a loop of their own making. Kanan meets Jerita, finds out she's pregnant, and immediately doubts the kid's paternity? Classic Kanan, cynical, paranoid, already preparing for betrayal. But here's the thing, that moment isn't just about distrust. It's a reflection of how trauma warps your ability to connect. This kid's born into chaos, and honestly, I'm not surprised. The entire Stark family tree is built on lies and blood. What's fascinating is how the writers use this to foreshadow Kanan's own inability to escape his identity. He's already mentally distancing himself from this child, just like Rack did to him, /n/N now, Rack's arc here? Absolutely devastating. She tries to save Kanan, even after he kills her brothers. But here's the kicker, she's not some innocent victim. She's complicit in creating the monster. When she apologizes to him, and they share that emotional embrace, it's not redemption, it's resignation. Personally, I think the show nails the complexity of their relationship. It's not just mother versus son, it's two people who love each other but are too broken to fix it. And Juke's revenge? Ruthless, but predictable. She doesn't just kill Rack to hurt Kanan, she does it to rob him of the last shred of humanity he had left. That lie she tells him? Pure manipulation. But also, kind of poetic. Kanan's entire life has been built on deception, so why wouldn't he believe the final one, /n/Nan? Then there's the ending scene. The Good Times reference? That's not just a nostalgic nod, it's the thesis of the entire series. Let me explain, the episode they show is about a troubled kid learning about family, only to realize he can't escape his own reality. Sound familiar? That's Kanan's life in a nutshell. He grew up surrounded by chaos, never had a stable home, and became a product of his environment. But here's the twist, the Evans family in Good Times represents what Kanan could have had. Instead, he's born into a world where power and survival are everything. What this tells me is that the writers wanted to highlight how environment isn't just a factor, it's the whole game. You can't blame Kanan entirely for his choices when his foundation was cracked from day one, /n/N. Wait, let's zoom out for a second. This show wasn't just about gangsters, it was about cycles. Cycles of violence, loyalty, and most importantly, legacy. The fact that Kanan meets young Tommy and James, who becomes Ghost, isn't just a cameo, it's a mirror. He sees two kids who are about to get dragged into the same mess he's in. And when he tells them to come back when they're not eating Happy Meals? That's him acknowledging his own corruption. He knows he's about to shape them into the same monsters he became. But here's the dark irony, he's giving them a choice, even if it's a false one. They'll come back, just like he did. Because in Southside Jamaica, Queens, there's no escape /n/N. So what's the takeaway here? For me, it's that Raising Kanan wasn't just a prequel, it was a tragedy. A story about how the seeds of destruction are planted long before the harvest. Kanan's fate was sealed the moment Rack chose her hustle over her kid. And the final shot of him standing over her dead body? That's not just a crime drama ending. That's a family legacy being passed down like a cursed heirloom, /n/. And let me leave you with this, if you think this is just about one character's downfall, you're missing the bigger picture. This is a commentary on how cycles repeat until someone breaks them. But here's the question, can anyone in the Power universe ever truly break free? Or are they all just playing out roles written generations before they were born? Drop your thoughts below. I'll see you in the comments.